Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today.
All right, so I'm going to show you a little bit of history in the Bible and show you how it correlates to so-called blacks, so-called Hispanics, so-called Native Americans, right? Because we make up the 12 tribes of Israel. If you identify as black or African American, all right? So if you take a look at this sign right here. Take a look at this sign right here. We got names, all right? On the right side, you got what people call us in society today, right? On the left side, this is what God calls us in the Bible, all right? So now I'm going to take you through a couple scriptures and prove that to you. Let's start at Deuteronomy. Go to 1 and 1. Go to Deuteronomy 1 and 1. Because at the end of the day, this is part of our history, right?
Bring it up.
Sir, is this part of our history? This happened to us, right?
Yeah.
You agree with that, brother? All right, let's get it. Let's see who God is talking to in the scriptures. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 1 verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
So y'all brothers familiar with Moses, right?
Yeah.
All right. So it said these be the words which Moses spake to all Israel. All right. Just to bring you up to speed, you remember the Israelites. We was in Egypt, right? What was our condition in Egypt?
Slave.
We were slaves, right? All right. So now let's go through Deuteronomy 28. All right. Let's go there. And let's start at verse 15. All right, we're gonna keep it basic and show y'all how we know who we are. All right? Because we call ourselves outside of the name that God gave us. You know, why do we walk around? We call ourselves black. You might say you black.
Negro.
You might say you African American. What did you say?
Negro.
Negro. So that's 3 different terms right there that fit the same group of people. Why we got so many different names? Why is that? You see, there's all these, even with our Hispanic brothers, they fit the same exact thing. They call themselves Hispanic. They call themselves Latino. Hey, sir, don't leave, bro.
No, the reason we go by so many different names and stuff like that, because we go by the names the Caucasian that gave us.
Okay, all right, I'm listening. That's right. You're absolutely right. Now let's get it out the Bible. Go to 15.
Deuteronomy 28 verse 15. But it shall come to pass.
It said, it shall come to pass. It's saying this will happen. This is called prophecy right here, all right? Read.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Hey, what does it mean to hearken? What does hearken mean? The word hearken means listen. There, you're right. Listen. It says, if thou will not listen, read.
To observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command in this day.
Because God gave the Israelites commandments and statutes to follow once he led them out of Egypt. All right? He said if we chose to disobey those commandments and those statutes and those laws that he gave us, read.
That all these curses.
Hey, is a curse a good thing or a bad thing?
Bad thing.
A curse is a bad thing. When you look at the condition of our people, huh?
A curse is both.
So
good and bad.
A good and bad. So if I curse, matter of fact, let me ask you this. In Oakland, the condition of our people, would you say we're more blessed or more cursed?
Right.
We're blessed. When I look over there and I see the sister half naked right here on prostitute, and when I see the trash over there, you saying that's a blessing?
No, that's a curse.
That's a curse. Is that good or bad?
Bad.
That's bad. A curse is a bad thing. Watch, read.
Shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
It said all these curses would come upon us and overtake us. Now, I just asked you a question, right? I said, look at the sister right here. Look at the trash. Think about the condition of our people in Oakland. You all right? They be jacking cars, bipping cars, killing each other, on drugs and
But
stuff
you gotta
like
look at it most of the time. Some in with Christ over here, and some in with Lucifer's over here. Some got halfway in and halfway out. So that's why we curses some is good and some is bad.
Let's see if that's biblical. Let's see if that's biblical. Because read 15 again.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So the scriptures say curses will come upon the Israelites and overtake us. All right? Read the next verse.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
It said, cursed shalt thou be in the city. In the city. I just asked y'all a question. When you look at the condition of our people out here, all right, there's trash all over the place. We killing each other, selling drugs to one another. We strung out, homeless. Thousands of abandoned cars filling up the city. That's a curse. And who dwells in this condition? Our people. Why? Because we're living these curses. We are living and breathing these curses. Read.
Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field.
It said, cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field. Hey, where's that other one at? Where's that other one at? With us working in the field. Oh, here we go, right here. There we go. I missed it. What's going on right here? In the field. That's a curse. That's an example of a curse. This is our history. This is, we're the product of that. You understand? So I asked you, why do we have all these different names? Jump to 32. Jump to 32.
Verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters.
Sorry, 37.
Verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb.
It said, thou shalt become an astonishment and a proverb. Well, hey, what's a proverb? What is a proverb? Sir, you know what a proverb is?
Proverb is a warning.
A warning? Okay, what you say, sir? What's a proverb? No? Okay, I'll give it to, all right, let me ask my brother right here. Son, what's a proverb? There we go. A proverb is a wise saying. For example, they like say, if you want to hide something from a black man, put it in a book. You know what I'm saying? Like a stereotype. Those are proverbs. And we got negative stereotypes. We got proverbs against it. We're going to get that. That's a great question. That's a very good question. But let me finish this. Read that.
And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword.
It said, thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword. What is a byword? You know what a byword is? A byword is any name that's given to you outside of your God-given name. We are under that. That is a curse that's placed upon our people. That's why I asked what you say. You might say black. He said Negro. You might say African American. You see, we got all these different names, but none of us, we don't identify as a name that God gave us. Let me show you one more thing. Give me Isaiah 65 and 15 real quick. Watch what the scripture's about to say about just the name. Just the name. Read that Isaiah 65, 15. Read.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 65 and verse 15. And ye shall leave your name.
It said, ye shall leave your name
for a curse.
For a curse. Out this Bible, it ain't true. It ain't the truth. All right. Well, what we're showing you is prophecy that became our history. You understand that? It's we can all agree that we identify as different names. You said it yourself, black. He said Negro. He said African American. I'm showing you the scripture right here where it said you're gonna leave your name for a curse. And now we would what did it say? Go back to 28 and 37.
And the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb and a byword.
And a byword. We're living that right now. We're living that right now. That's good. Guess what that is? That was once prophecy, and now it became history, and guess what? It's still present to this day. We still calling ourselves outside of our God-given name today. You know what that is? That's an identifying factor to let you know who you are. Give me, go to 45. I want to show you, we going through the curses right now to prove to you that we indeed are the people of the book. All right? Read that.
Verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and shall pursue thee.
It said all these curses, and we're going to get a few more curses to prove that without a fact of a doubt, we indeed are the Israelites. But it said all these curses shall come upon us, read.
And overtake thee.
And overtake us, read.
Till thou be destroyed.
Because we're destroyed. When I look at my people out here in Oakland, physically they're destroyed. But even more so than that, spiritually and mentally, we're destroyed. Watch this. Hold on. I'm going to deal with you, but watch this.
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
You hear that? And the scripture is giving you the reason why we're destroyed. It's because we didn't listen to God. That's why. Read.
To keep his commandments.
To keep his commandments. Our people, we so destroyed, we don't even know God's commandments. That's why you got a question about who that is, and we're going to get it. We're going to get that. Read.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day.
Read.
And they.
That they is talking about the curses. These curses, read.
Shall be upon thee.
Shall be upon us. Read.
For a sign.
For a sign, read.
And for a wonder.
And a wonder. So if you ever think, like,
And we ascended to Ham.
No, we're not. We're not descendants of Ham. We're descendants of Shem. Who got the Zondervan? We'll get that too. But stick with me. Stay with me. All right? So it said, the curses shall be upon us for a sign and a wonder. So if you was ever thinking like, dang, man, you know what? Why we got so many names on us? Why my brother think, why he say he black, but he the same race as me, but I say I'm African American? Who am I really? If you think about that, and then the scriptures get placed in front of you, and then you start looking at these things, wait a minute. These are signs. I got a question. What does a sign do? It warns you, okay? Like, how do I know that this is 90th Ave right here? There's a sign that's telling me, hey, this is 90th Ave.
But it's telling you it's 90th Ave, but it could be anything.
Okay, I hear what you're saying. But so far, we've been lining this just with the little bit of time you've been here, we're lining this up with our history. So far, everything we done touched on has been a fact, right? We're living it. We're living it. We just talk about things we live in, and it's a fact. So with these facts that we know, right, that we're living, these are signs to let us know who we are. These are identifying factors to let us know. I got a question. Going back to this. You see this right here?
Yeah.
Is this our history? This is our history, right?
Yeah.
No doubt about it. It's a fact. Is this in the Bible? Huh? That's in the Bible. Is this in the Bible?
It should be.
It should be, right? Who else did this happen to? What other race of people you know that went into slavery on slave ships outside of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans?
Bring it out. I can't name them right offhand, but
because there ain't no more. There ain't none. There ain't none. It only happened to us. It only happened to the people on this sign right here, bro. And now guess what? Let's get the identifying factor. Let's get the identifying factor. All right? Oh, yeah. Let's get that real quick because let's deal with that question. We're gonna get the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. We're gonna get the definition of Ham because you asked, aren't we descendants of Ham? That's what you asked, right? Yeah. Watch this. And then after that, I want Exodus 11:7.
Yes, sir. This is the Compact Bible Dictionary. Ham.
It's the definition of Ham.
The youngest son of Noah.
The youngest son of Noah, right? Okay, because, Noah's Ark, right? Yeah. He had 3 sons.
He had 3 sons.
Ham, Shem, and Japheth, right? Yeah. Watch this.
Born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of the 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor.
He became the progenitor or forefather, right?
Of the dark races.
Of the dark races, right? So now we hear that, oh, well, shoot, well, I'm dark. Oh, we must all be from Ham. Watch what it's about to say. He said a word, hey, before I give it to you, he said something when I was asking about the different terms. Black, African American, and he said Negro. Did you hear him when he said that? He said Negro. So it said Ham is the progenitor of the dark races, read.
Not the Negroes.
Not the Negroes.
Bring it out.
Not the Negroes. Wait a minute. They call us Negroes. You see that? But who?
Everything but Africa.
That's it. Now watch this. You know, finish that. There's more than that. There's more than that.
But the Egyptians.
The Egyptians are Hamites.
Ethiopians.
Ethiopians are Hamites.
Liberians.
Liberians is Hamites. Libyans. Read that right.
Libyans. And Canaanites.
And Canaanites. These are the seed of Ham. There's a term. It's called Nilotic. Those Nilotic Africans, those are the seed of Ham. We're not Nilotic Africans. All right? We are the Israelites. All right? Like our land, Israel, is in northeast Africa, right? Right? But guess what? We're descendants of the slave trade. They're not descendants of the slave trade. Matter of fact, when I was talking about, remember, we know about Moses, right? We know that the Israelites was in slavery, right? To who? The Egyptians. And right. Are they not dark-skinned people? It just said, we just read that they was dark-skinned people.
Yeah.
So guess what? You telling me, because you know what they like to say? They like to say black people sold black people into slavery. They like to say that. They like to say yeah, you heard that too. But and the way they put that out there, huh? See our people. See, we out here to build our people up, and they hate the truth. That's why the scriptures say we destroy for knowledge. We over here reading facts and we're. You see, we're living the curses. This is an example of us being cursed. You see that? But go ahead. So read Exodus 11 and 7. All right? Go ahead. Read that. This is why we got to come to Oakland, because our people is destroyed out here.
Yeah.
We trying to show them that they're the greatest people on the face of the earth, and what happens? They curse us out.
You're right.
Read.
We live in a racial state.
The book of Exodus, chapter 11 and verse 7. But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue.
It said, but against the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue. Read.
Against man or beast, that ye may know.
That you may know. What's your name again, bro?
Vern.
And Maurice. My brother Vern and brother Maurice. That you should know. That you should know what?
How? That the Lord does put a difference.
He put a difference. There's a separation. There's a difference between who?
Between the Egyptians.
Between those Nilotic Africans, between them Hamites, between that other dark-skinned race of people, and who?
And Israel.
And Israel. There's a difference between us and them. We're not the same people. They come from the seed of Ham. We come from the seed of Shem.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. It's nation time. And finally, my brother, be strong.